Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Browns first down.
Let's go now. Blue, 32.
They're going play action. Connects here with Jalen Noel. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll come out throwing. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here with his 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Get an even 40 out of that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
19 Lions. Ready.
Working on first down. Pulls it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. Hit. 60-79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
From the red zone now. Headed out right. Intercepted in the end zone. Martin Emerson with the pick.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Well, the president nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages. He couldn't do it right there.
Yes.
Finds him over the middle. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles into the nickel, third down coming.
Let's go.
Third and long for him here. This is Legette working the left side. And they'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Warriors, pass. Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's all the way across midfield down the inside that 45-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who are going to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
Set. Ready.
Starting this drive with a design run. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Blue 32.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Black 4.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. This play goes for 36. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check pink.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we ready.
Throwing on seconds. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns break the tie here in the first. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
Second Pirate. Here we go.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football.
Let's go.
They'll have it 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. It is caught left side. And this one doesn't go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Pioneer. Ready. Bronco 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Pass play now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. Just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Get up. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of the defense.
Another carry for it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They're gonna try and throw it here. Hits him on the out route. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that first down marker.
Jerry Jeudy. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here to Simpson. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. The Browns are lining up to punt. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Go street. Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll throw it here on first. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
First down, Philadelphia.
Working now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. It's Sampson running out of the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. 2nd down pass play coming. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped with authority there. But that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good big and that 1st down. Here's a throw. Outright, Leggett makes the ground. And this one does not go far. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Takes the 2nd down snap. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. I'll throw it. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo. And that ball is zipping all over the field.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Ready? Viking 18. Viking 18.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready?
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
19 tight. Come on, come on. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Go.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Browns 14.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe two plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally finally this defense has an answer.
Here we go.
One final shot before the half. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Yep, Cowboy 80. Ready.
First down, play action. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Pass it downfield, working the left. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Get it.
He's going to throw it. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Ready, break. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They are throwing it again. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. From the red zone now. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Drill 52. 50 green.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So first down from the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Yellow 43.
And give to Sampson here up the middle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
Come on, thanks.
And off to Sampson. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing it on second down. This is Legette working the left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Red, 38.
32-yard line.
Hunt.
Throwing from the gun. Right back to Legette. First down, Cleveland. The Browns start the second half with some needed points. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Finds him over the middle. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Second down, looking for options. Complete out to the right side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Set.
Working on first down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ready, ready.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Offense to the line. Second down. Back-to-back carries here. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. From the red zone on first. That one connects. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the third. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
42. Browns 21.
The kick team out there for the Eagles. And this one is sent away. Fields this one at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Complete out to the right. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
So Reed will give it to Simpson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10.
Red, 38.
38-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Again to throw on second. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop it for the sack on what's likely the final play of this third quarter. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this fourth quarter at a massive deficit. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Cut down the field, you get. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Down carry for Sampson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Blue, 30.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Gets it quickly to Nolan. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Down.
They'll go play action. Cut near the goal line. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that game was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, 2nd down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. One right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Browns 28.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Check pink.
They'll throw to begin this drive. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game.
Eagles 49, Browns 35.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them though.
Yeah, and it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. The heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Browns have some new life in the 4th.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
16 yards on the play.
On the carry, it's Sampson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Sampson, the ball carrier.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
60, 60.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Battle there defensively.
Let's go now.
Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He takes it down to the 33. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready?
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Connect. Warrior 17. Viking 18.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
Come back, kid. Go. Ready?
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
56. Browns 35.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Browns and Jalen Noel ready for another look on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
10 black. Ready?
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to go out of bounds before he's going to make anything of that effort, partner. It's going to be a loss of, it looks like, about 1 on first down. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
45, white.
Back to throw. Right back to Leggett. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Come on, set.
He keeps this one himself. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. New set of downs for them from the 31.
Ready? Cougar 19. Go.
They're going to pass it here. Finds a seam down the middle. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Check. Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles put up even more points in a win. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead.
Browns 35.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And this is a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready. Smith,
Now
ready.
he'll throw off the play fake. This is Leggett working the left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Smith, ready.
He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set.
Working now from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it, thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 33, yellow.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. down the field. Leggett. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Browns cut the lead by a quarter. Down to 21. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And even with those 2 timeouts left across the field, they can still kneel out this win and send us all home. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll throw to start the drive. He's got a man left. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going now on 1st down. Has it downfield working the left. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout.
Trap 76, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Throw caught at the 6. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
Browns 42.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
Okay, break.
A gain of 17 yards.
Down now. Stick. Here we go. Stay.
Here he goes. One final shot. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Eagles make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it?